The following program is brought to you in association with Pat and Nora Gibbons, Mayo and Chicago.
Barman was calling, time gentlemen please. At a dark corner table he seemed ill at ease. His face told the story, his eyes would betray. He said, friend, are you going my way? An old faded picture he kept in his coat. It came with a letter that his mother wrote. Taken at Easter 1963, he said everyone's there except me. Mayo will always be home, no matter wherever I roam. Although we're divided by land and by sea, Mayo will always be home to me. Born on the island, raised on the shore, He talked of the sun and the cloud on Slievemore, barely a man when he left behind someone who still crosses his mind. He said they're all gone now, there's nobody home. His mother saw 90, she died all alone. Time wasn't in it to bid her goodbye. How it hurt to see this old man cry. Mayo will always be home, no matter wherever I roam. Although we're divided by land and by sea, Mayo will always be home to me. We landed in Mayo, this old man and me. We stopped by the old home one last time to see the house and the garden, the open half door. And he said as we stood on the shore, Mayo will always be home, no matter wherever I roam. Although we're divided by land and by sea, Mayo will always be home. Mayo will always be home, no matter wherever I roam. Although we're divided by land and by sea, Mayo will always be home to me.
Well, we're going from the Canvey this time to Termacady. Where else would you go? The half of Chicago is Termacady. But anyway, Julie Maloney. Julie, you came out here in the 60s.
That's correct, yes.
It was a lot different Chicago then than it is now.
Oh, absolutely. It was just fun. It was so many fun things to do. We had dances every weekend. We danced Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wonderful bands from Ireland, the best. And it was just a whole different situation. It was wonderful.
And what age did you mind me asking you when you come out here?
I was 18.
And were you apprehensive about coming out to a big city like Chicago?
No, not at all, because I had a lot of family here. So it was like home for me to come here. I had sisters here and a brother, and so it was just so welcoming. And I knew a whole lot of people here because a lot of my friends that I went dancing with in Ireland, they had already immigrated to Chicago. So it was like, we went into the halls here. It was like going into Termacady.
Lovely.
Yes.
And what did you work at here in Chicago?
When I first got here, I did office work for about 8 years until I got married. And then I had family, so then I went into the banquet waitress because the hours were very flexible for me. Mm-hmm. So I did that until I retired.
And how are you enjoying retirement?
Absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful. We can travel now and visit everybody, and it's great. Yeah.
And do you get a chance to go home often to Termacady?
Yes, quite a bit. Yes, we were there 3 years ago, actually, and we took in the Michael Cummings show over there while he was entertaining there.
Yeah, and Michael's here this evening with us.
That's correct. I just met him there. Thanked him for a wonderful weekend that we had with him. Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
And would you consider coming home next May for Home to Mayo?
Absolutely, yes.
You think it's a good idea?
I think it's a wonderful idea. We need to do that, yes. There are so many from Termacady and Mayo here. I think they would be very interested in doing that, yes.
Anybody you'd like to say hello to back home?
Oh, yes, there are quite a few, actually. I have a lot of cousins over there. I have Noreen Gilmore and her family. I have the Lydon family, and then, of course, I have a lot of neighbours, which would be Michael Gibbons I think you know his brother here, Tommy and Pat.
Tommy, yes,
Yes.
yeah.
So
I
I
saw
want to
them
say
down
hello
below
to all
here
of
earlier on,
those,
yeah.
and probably a whole lot more that I've forgotten about, you
Yeah,
know.
but
So
they'll all know you
I wish
anyway.
them all the best, yeah.
Well, look, lovely to have you on the programme here,
Thank
and
you.
continue enjoying your retirement.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, yes.
sure,
And
you're
enjoy
welcome.
your visit with us,
All
okay?
right, thank you. Now it's time for some more music, and we have a wonderful folk singer with us. We've been trying to get this man for the last number of years, anytime we've come to Chicago to play for us. So I'm delighted to say he's made it this evening, and he's going to do a beautiful, beautiful folk song called An Exiles Farewell. So would you please welcome the one and only Brendan Heenahan.
I lately returned from exile, my homeland again for to see, to visit my friends and relations, and the old folks devoted to me. I've traveled this wide world over, and people I've met by the scores, but now I am back in old Ireland, a place that I really adore. Back again to the scenes of my childhood, it gives me a feeling so grand to meet all the good, kindly neighbors and clasp them once more by the hand.
I'm Brendan.
Yes, friends, as I said, I have traveled to many a far distant clime, in search of a mythical treasure. Many think it's so easy to find. Yes, easy to find my good people. I answer 1,000 times no, for treasures and pleasures are plenty. You've got them right here in Mayo. The glittering lights of the cities are tempting, we all will agree, and tend to Loch Erin's fair children to live in the land over the sea, to toil and to slave for the stranger, far away from the scenes they hold dear, while suffering many a heartache, and danger is ever so near. To tourists who visit this country, before you should bid it goodbye, pay a visit to famed Tourmaline, whose mountains are piercing the skies. Loch Mask in her heavenly splendor, nestles there in her beauty untold, while Coron out there in the distance is a wonderful sight to behold. Well, the people are friendly, light-hearted, and their courteous, loyal, sincere, and they still speak their own ancient language in an accent so soft, sweet, and clear. Well, a Keith meal of Falcha awaits you from the Rasa way back to Ongren, and to all their God bless and protect you. God willing, I'll meet you again.
The following program is brought to you in association with Pat and Nora Gibbons, Mayo and Chicago. Our two guests are Paul McGuire and Mike Kelly from Tourmaline. Yeah, so how long have you been here, lads?
I've been here probably about coming on 7 years now.
And what do you do here in the city?
So I work as a field engineer. I work like in automation industry and stuff like that, you know. So I do a lot of traveling for work and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mike, Tourmaline.
Yeah, I've nearly been here 8 years. Worked for Pepper Construction. labour foreman for them. So yeah.
And how do you like working here in Chicago?
Yeah, it's fine, you know. It is what it is, you know. It's work, go. So never stops. That's the way it is in this country, but I think we keep going. We keep on top of it.
And there's still money to be made here working on the streets paved with gold and opportunities.
Yeah, they told me it was going to be gold. I didn't know I would have to pave the streets myself, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, there's money to be made here. They're willing to do the work.
And are you going to stay here in Chicago the next couple of years?
Yeah, here for the next considerable future, like, but after that we might start making our way back then, but like, you know, you never know what's around the corner.
Right. Yeah. And Mike, now for young Mayo people, where do they like to socialise here in the city?
The Mystic Rogue is a nice bar to go to. Yeah, it's always lively. The Northwest Side is a good place to go out in. Then you always got downtown. You got the Kerryman and a couple of nice places down there. So yeah, there's plenty of places to socialise.
So
I wouldn't be going where Mike's going now, you know. It wouldn't be my kind of scene, but you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you.
It's a Saturday evening, of course. A good, lively young scene here in the city on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. This city is always happening. There's always stuff going on, and you know, it's it never stops. So yeah.
We're looking to enjoy the city anyway, and your years out here, and who knows, you might settle down. Or any chances of going back to Ireland in the near future?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. You know.
And then business for the football then as well.
Yeah, well, sure. Like for Mayo, we don't have much success the last couple of years, but sure. Hopefully we'll keep going and.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you're missing a bit. They're missing a big full forward line, like the two of us here now. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you never know. You might get signed up yet to play for one of the clubs.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Our final guest on the show, of course, is no stranger to radio audiences. Michael comes from Midwest Radio, who's in the city of Chicago. You know a lot about rambling houses over the years, but I'm sure you never expected one from Chicago.
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, we're only here, my first time here in the last 2 or 3 days, and it's almost like if I've lived here. It's amazing. I cannot get over the bond with the Mayo that's here, with the Mayo Diaspora out here, and the people have come out as well. It's been fantastic. It really has surpassed all expectations, and it's been a terrific visit to Chicago. I'll never forget it, and the kindness of the people here.
And the great entertainment, a great rambling house here this evening, the Mystic Rogue.
A fantastic and great musicians, and I thought Brendan's song here was absolutely magnificent, and he should record it for Mayo, Home to Mayo. Should be recorded, Brendan. Get plenty of airplay on Midwest Radio and other stations as well. Yeah. It's a gorgeous song.
Another great friend of ours, John Staunton there.
Oh sure, Johnny, the man from Napa. We all know John going back. The man with the big hat as well. And good to see John, actually. We knew him very well back when he was doing country back in Mayo as well, you know.
Lovely. So great to have you on the show. We're running out of time, Michael, but we just want to say hello. And of course, everybody be tuned in to you. You're taking a lot of requests to take back home as well.
We've lots of requests, and met some neighbours of my own there. Actually, the nearest neighbours are Jimmy Island and Dorian and Dorian down here, and so many other great friends. And it's just a fantastic experience, and it's what Mayo is all about. We're very proud of this county.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Michael.
Thanks, Henry.
Amen. Well, unfortunately, we've almost come to the time for the end of our special rambling house from the Mystic Rogue here in north side of Chicago. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the people that came along, a huge audience here, and indeed all our guests, our dancers, our singers and musicians. And speaking about musicians, before we go, I have to get Regina here. She's kind of the band leader of the group here. So, Regina, you're very welcome to the programme.
Thank you, and thanks for having us here today. There's such a wealth of Irish music here in the Chicagoland area. It's just a great opportunity, and we just really appreciate having the chance to be part of this.
And you might like to introduce the members of the band.
I will indeed. So we have Sheila Coyle here, from her parents are from Balmullet. Next we have Eileen Ellis. Her parents or relatives were from Castlebar. And as you know, John Staunton, all the way from Westport, has joined us today. Then we have Jim Amon, who's from family from the Neil. And last but not least, our friend Francie here from Ballycorrig.
So, and yourself from?
And I'm from Bacon, if you know where that is.
You sure do. So you're going to go out with a selection. You have a song and a few tunes.
Yes, that's right. You should recognise them. They're very popular and lots of fun.
Lovely. So once again, folks, a special word of thanks to everybody. We're going to finish off with a selection of songs and music from the Dirty Wellies here in the heart of Chicago. And to you at home, we hope that you enjoyed our special show from Chicago. We'll talk to you at the same time next week. So until then, slán go fóill.
Take me home to Mayo, across the Irish Sea, home to dear old Mayo, where once I roamed so free. Take me home to Mayo, there let my body lie, home at last in Mayo, beneath an Irish sky. My name is Michael Dunn, from Ballina I came. I saw my people suffering, come on, swore to break the chain. I raised the flag in England, prepared to fight or die. Far away from Mayo, beneath an Irish sky. Now we're all gonna sing. Take me home to Mayo, louder, across the Irish Sea, home to dear old Mayo, where once I roamed so free. Take me home to Mayo, there let my